Hey everybody, movie fan Z here. So for my last movie of March, I thought I would delve into a franchise that I've always wanted to watch and have watched a couple of the later movies, but never really watched anything from the beginning. And that franchise is James Bond. So after reading this book about the history of James Bond from two people that I'm good friends with online, Bond, James Bond, by Mike Kalinowski and Brad Gilmore, I thought I would start my Bond watching adventure. So tonight, I started with the first movie in the franchise, which is 1962's Dr. No. It's kind of funny, actually, that I started to have this Bond adventure, and funny thing is, it's the 60th anniversary of this movie this year. So, this movie stars Sean Connery as James Bond, 007, and he heads to Jamaica to try to figure out the reason for a top intelligence agent and his murder, and what that has to do with the space program in Cape Canaveral. Also in this movie, you have Ursula Andress as Honey Ryder, who is one of the girls that Bond meets while in Jamaica, who is kind of like the first ever Bond girl. So there are some thumbs up and thumbs down with this. Again, as always, we'll start with thumbs down, just to get the negative out of the way. This could be because it's the first one in the series, but the acting is a little stiff, and also the story's just okay. Again, that's understandable for the time, but also for it being the first in the franchise. Now, as far as thumbs up, there's only one big thumbs up for this, and that's Sean Connery. I thought he was definitely the standout, and I'm looking forward to seeing the other movies of his in this franchise. Oh, and I did forget to mention when I mentioned that I've seen other movies in this franchise. Those were the Pierce Brosnan ones later on, and I've only seen those like one time each. So I will eventually get back to those. But overall, it's still a solid, good movie, so I'm going to give it a 3. But from what I've read, there are some definite better ones coming. But I'm glad I was still able to start the franchise. Again, this is my review for 1962's Dr. No. Come back next time for another review. This is Movie Fan Z signing off. Have a good night.